Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 904, and today's topic is emulsion paints. Actually, emulsion paints, they are paints where water is used in place of organic solvent as a thinner, and emulsion is having two phases. One phase is water phase, where the color pigments are uniformly dispersed, and the second phase is synthetic resins, or we can call it in simple term rubber-like substance. And that rubber-like substance is dispersed through the emulsifying agent, binder, and they can be oil. And in this way, it forms emulsion. So, emulsion is very clear meaning, means it has two phases. One is water phase, and other one is resinous oily phase, that is surface coating phase. And for emulsion to be of good quality, all the ratio and chemical constituents should be carefully measured and added, like emulsifying agent, surface coating agent, drying agent. So these are very important to know, and also preservative chemical constituents. Only then we can expect the good quality emulsion. And also, to prepare the emulsion, we are adding zinc oxide or titanium dioxide, that is white pigment. And after the dispersion of these white pigments, then we have to go and select the type of color, like blue and chrome, green, black. But it is not that all colors are eligible in emulsion. Some of them, they may not show the good pigmentation, and they may disappear. So we have to be very careful in selecting the color pigments. And as you know, that before starting any paint industry, you have to start the pigment manufacturing, and you should understand very well the chemistry of pigments. Otherwise, we cannot get good paints. So, to manufacture the paints, we have to first manufacture the pigments, and those pigments should be well known, its constituents, its solubility, its dispersion, and as a coating agent, as a thinner, how it is going to be merged. So these things are it should be well known to the person who is going to start the production of emulsion paints or any type of paints. I will be discussing one by one. So here, the clear knowledge of chemical constituents and the chemistry of color and pigment is very, very important to manufacture the good quality paints. So here I am discussing the main chemical constituents in emulsion paints. I have already told you in the beginning that it has two phases. One is water in place of organic solvents, and second one is latex or resin, or we can call it rubber-like material. It can be butadiene, it can be polystyrene, that is added in the form of semi-solid. So here number one, emulsion paints. They are the paints in which water is used in place of organic solvents as a thinner. Immersion paint is an emulsion of two phases, one of which is water, and this paint can easily be diluted or thinned with water, because water is the uniform continuous phase present in it. In emulsion paints, the vehicle, or we can call it surface forming material, is a synthetic resin latex, and that synthetic resin latex is rubber like material which is dispersed in water by means of dispersing agent, and that dispersing agent is called binder. The binder may be linseed oil. Actually widely in emulsion paints, linseed oil is used as a binder or varnish or other emulsifiable binder, but in 90% cases linseeds are used as a binder. Pigments and extenders are dispersed in such an emulsion paints. Number 2, the constituents of emulsion paints. In emulsion paints, we must have the following constituents, otherwise our emulsion paints will not be of good quality, and sometimes there may be chance of failure if we are not careful of these agents. A, emulsifying agents must be there. B, surface active agents properly selected must be there. C, dry, that is your surface coating oil. D, anti-foaming agents, there should not be formation of foam, so we have to add anti-foaming agent. E, stabilizer, to stabilize both phases, water as well as resin. And F, that is preservative, so that there should not be any bacterial or any microorganism attack, so we have to add preservative also. The pigments and extenders mostly used in emulsion paints are water dispersing, titanium oxide, zinc sulfide, clay, manganese silicate, mica, etc. So these are all used in that water dispersed medium. Color pigments may be used for tinting. Color pigments such as Prussian blue, chrome green and chrome yellow are very sensitive to alkaline medium and so cannot be used, because mostly when they are alkali and this color they are sensitive and it cannot be used in that emulsion. The other one is that is carbon black. Carbon black as a pigment is not used in emulsion paint because it will break the emulsion paint, because it has tendency to break the emulsion. Water dispersible oil such as linseed oil, I have already told you, it is actually commonly when we call it in Indian language alsi ka tel or flax seed oil, is widely used in emulsion paints manufacture. Latex is which is used is rubber like material and it is semi solid form, and that is your mostly butadiene or polystyrene. So I am giving here what are these agents, their chemical formulae, their names like emulsifying agent, anti-foaming agent, preservative agents, all these are discussed here. Number 3, emulsifying agent. The choice of emulsifying agent in emulsion paint depends upon the type of pigment used and the vehicle to be incorporated. For example, complex phosphates such as tetrasodium pyrophosphate is mainly used as emulsifying agent. So mainly we are using tetrasodium pyrophosphate as emulsifying agent. If latex, that is rubber-like materials, are dispersed, because such phosphates are also capable of acting as water softeners, corrosion inhibitors, agents. When organic type of pigments are used, then the emulsifying agents used are dioctyl sodium sulfosuccinate, that is also commonly known as aerosol T. So once there are organic pigments added in that in that emulsion paints, then we have to add aerosol T and sodium lauryl sulfate, that is known as Duconol Me. Number 4, stabilizers, or we call them protective colloids. They are mainly methyl cellulose, dextrin, water soluble gum arabic, starch, casein, and soya protein, and alginates. The function of stabilizer is to reduce the mobility of dispersed particles and hence to increase the stability of paint. So stabilizer also plays important role. It will reduce the mobility and it will also stabilize the paint. Stabilizer is also resistant to chemical changes. Preservatives. The decomposition of emulsion by fungus, there is every chance of attack of microorganisms like fungal growth. So that's why it is important to add some preservative in the emulsion in order to check the fungal growth. And these preservatives mainly are, which are used in emulsion paints: thymol. Thymol is a type of terpenyl. Thymol, chlorothymol, then mercury chloride, certain anti-foaming agents. Also we have to add some anti-foaming agents, and these anti-foaming agents are pine oil and kerosene oil. Dryers are cobalt, manganese, lead, zinc, phthalates, rosinates, linoleates are important dryers which are used in emulsion paints. What are the advantages of emulsion paints? Because of its lot of advantages, it is very popular. Emulsion paints, it has these advantages. Emulsion paints can be applied on the surface of metal as well as wood, both. Very easily it can be applied, and they are quick in drying. Very quickly they can be dried. It has low odor without much smell, more durable and more impermeable to dust and dirt. These paints can be very easily washed by water, and they are free from fire hazards. So here I will start with all these chemical constituents of emulsion paints. In the next lecture I am going to discuss the method of manufacturing of the emulsion paints, means these constituents, in what ratio, how they are mixed. That is very important. If the ratio is not proper, your emulsion paint quality will not be good. Once again, thank you very much.